Welcome to SVB Online Education System. Myself, Assistant Professor Pratiksha Patel from Sri S.V. Patel College of Computer Science and Business Management. I am delivering about the topic Unix and Shell Programming. I think in the last video we had already discussed system structure of Unix. Okay, so today we will again revise some brief points about the system structure of Unix. Unix is made up of following layers that we had already discussed. In this diagram, system structure, there is a shell, kernel and hardware. Right? After then, we had discussed in depth what is hardware. Hardware in this diagram you can see it is the innermost layer. Then user is at the outermost layer. Then kernel layer is also there. Kernel interact with the hardware. Shell interact with the user. Okay. So today we will start with the second point of this PPT, that is the what is shell. Okay, so shell is an interaction between the user and the kernel. Shell is known as a command interpreter. It interprets the command and pass it to the kernel. It is responsible for returning results of the command to the terminal, file or another device. Shell is considered as the master utility program which enable the user to gain access to all other utilities. Shell further classified into following types. Okay. Now, in this slide, what the slide state that? So, slide says that shell is an interaction between the user and the kernel. See in this diagram, here we can see that this is the shell. Shell is between the user and the kernel. Means what? This arrow shows that shell interact with the user as well as shell interact with the kernel. Right? What it means? Whenever user typing some command on the shell prompt, so shell interpret that command, shell check that command, syntax of the command, whether that command is properly right or not. If it is not, means syntax is wrong, then shell will display error to the user. Okay, shell will display error to the user, and then user must have to type again the command with the correct syntax. Now if the syntax is right, then shell it will again converted that command into machine code, and then it send a request to the kernel for the further execution. So actual execution of the command is take place over here, that is at the kernel. Now kernel is responsible to do all these things. After the execution of kernel, it will again send back response to the shell, and shell will send output to the user. Okay, so this is about the shell. Now next we can say that shell is classified into following three types: Bourne shell, C shell, Korn shell. Okay, these are Bourne shell, C shell and Korn shell are the three basic types of the shell. Out of these three basic shell, some extended features included in it and the new versions of the shell are established. That is, base shell is derived from, we can say that this base shell is derived from the Bourne shell, TC shell derived from the C shell, PDK SH shell is derived from the Korn shell. So total these three are used in, we can say, in most of the Unix system, and these three are used in the we can say Unix as well as in the Linux. Right? So these are the shell which is used in Ubuntu and Linux, means latest version, and these are the basic. Okay, so all this shell we have to discuss in depth, but that is in the next video. So I think all of you understand what is shell, how shell is interpret the command, and how it will send to the kernel. So we can see all the types of the shell in depth in the next video. So for that, thank you very much. Okay, these are the shell classifications and all, but that we will see in the next lecture. Thank you very much.